tree lights, magic fills the air. Each color dances on the branches, painting the night so rare. LEDs twinkling, a fairy's delight.
Hi YouTube, this is Evan. It's been a while. A lot of you have been messaging me asking me where I've been, why I've not done any photo shoots in a while. Well, I moved to Florida. This is my backyard. I have not had a chance to do any photo shoots because I have been renovating and building this house. It's taken a while, but I recently purchased these 12 Govee Outdoor Tree Spotlights, and I wanted to showcase them. I noticed no one else had a video yet on them, so I thought the opportunity was there for me to show you how I install these, how they look, and see if you like them. Now, I'm not sponsored by Govee. I bought this with my own money, so I do want to put that out there. I'm going to show you how these spotlights work on my property. I'm going to show you how I've automated it with Home Assistant. So please watch that. And if you like this video, you can subscribe. I'm going to be showing more of my home automations and other electronics I have in this new house. But let's get into this install. So you get 3 lights per box for these Govee Outdoor Tree Spotlights. It comes with the manuals, this normal stuff. It comes with also these zip ties. Now, these zip ties are for wrapping it around the tree if you don't want to put it into the dirt. Like say you have a bush below and you want it to be above the bush but lighting up the tree. I have spikes that I want to use, so it comes with these spikes. Now out of the 12 boxes there were 36 spikes. One of the spikes, this one, is defective. The top doesn't come off. I could contact Govee and they would, I'm sure, send me a new replacement. Govee has always communicated with me very well. They usually respond to me within 24 hours because I have a lot of Govee lights here on the property, as you'll see on my app. But luckily I had the Govee Outdoor Floodlights 2, so I just stole one of the spikes from that, and we were good to go. I'm also going to be using a power strip with these outside. Now, they have a big transformer, so one thing you should go if you have these outside is get a weatherproof box. So you put basically the transformer inside, you seal it up, and this way, and then you can bury this, and then this way the transformer stays protected. Everything else is pretty water resistant for rain. I've never really had a problem with outdoor lights. I'm going to show you how I have the Govee Outdoor Floodlights 2 installed, and I'll show you how they look with just having the floodlights. The problem is, well, not the problem, but what is happening is the flood is basically lighting up the entire area, and I want to have just the tree lit up. So we're going to see a comparison of how the Floodlights 2 compared with these tree spotlights. Okay, so hang on, and we're going to start the install. Right now, for these trees in the front of my house, I have the H7058, which is a Govee Floodlight 2. It's definitely pretty. It lights up the general area, but it doesn't light up just a tree. I'd like to give the tree more definition instead of just like a big floodlight. So I'm hoping that the Govee tree lights are going to do a lot better. So this is the current setup. You see the Floodlights 2. So I'm going to have to dig it out of the ground, which is going to be a lot of fun. And then put the new tree lights. And the one thing about the floodlights that's great, that is going to be a pain for the new lights, is that it comes with 6 lights. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 6 lights on one plug. So I'm going to have to do power strips and daisy chain, and it's going to be a whole thing. Plus bury 3 bricks. So that's going to be fun. But again, I think I'm going to have much better results than these floodlights. So let's start going. All right, this next part is just me ripping these Govee Floodlights 2 out of the ground. So I'll just fast forward it so you don't need to watch the whole thing.
Evan, you gotta see these Govee tree lights. Brighter than the sun, they shine through the night. Reds, blues, greens, and purples too.
All right, now for the Govee tree lights install.
Starting new. Got a phone, a smart home, you're set. Control those colors just like a jet. Govee App, our home assistant. Choose your path, make your trees glow with no need to catch a bat. With every touch of a button, they light up the scene.
I just realized I'm gonna have to get 2 more, one for this tree and one for that tree. Because again, it comes in clusters of 3. And I thought I could stretch it out to that tree, but they don't allow you that. So, more lights over here. But it's gonna look really pretty at night, so it's worth it. Now all you have to do is add it. So I'm going to show you on my phone screen how it's added. And as you can see, I have a lot of Govee lights here. Some light switches off, so they're not showing. Come on, okay. So now we're at the top and plus, you see I found already the light, you hit add. And we're gonna call this front tree light. And I don't know which one this is, but I'll call it for 1 for now. Done. And I have a 2G, so I can do 2G. All right, my wireless mic died, sorry. So anyway, here's a Govee app. You can see its colors, you have lots of options. Again, you have it with all the lights that I have under Govee. You can also have it arranged in groups. You can also do some automations, but I like to use Home Assistant for these kind of automations, because then I can have it where the camera sees somebody, it can then, turn all the lights into white. You'll see I also going to turn on line control. Line control is again for Home Assistant. Allows me to do API control, so it doesn't need to reach out over the internet. So this is a Govee app. It's very simple to add lights, and it works out nice. Again, lots of scenes, lots of light colors. So here we have a bunch of clusters. So we see the power comes out over there. I have it going through a power strip, which has 3 tentacles on each. So 3 lines of power. So I put it into these plastic boxes. All this is going to get buried tomorrow. I'll show that after it's been buried. The one thing you do want to be careful of is this box, little box with the tape. That is the wireless controller. You want to try to keep that above ground. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to attach that to each light. So there's 1 controller per 3 lights, and you keep that out of the ground. This way the Wi-Fi doesn't have an issue. And then for this, I didn't have trees over here, but I had bushes I like to light up. So we'll see how it looks. Okay, it's been the next day, and now all the wires are fully buried. So you see it's pretty clean. All right, so here's the backyard. You can see they've all been buried, all the cables. I know it's not great grass back here. That is a plan to work on, so please excuse all the weeds. We actually built this weekend. I'm very proud of it. It was really pretty. And then the additional lights. Again, no cables revealed. Everything nicely put away. So, pretty good. Since you may ask, I also have the Govee Floodlights 2 over here. You'll see them in the corners, and that's how this pergola is going to lit up. All right, so you see the difference from the video of the floodlights. This lights up only the trunk and then the leaves above it. I actually prefer this because the definition of the tree trunk looks really good. The shadows and the lines, much better than the flood. So I actually moved the flood lights over here to the side of the house, and I'm going to wrap basically the entire house in floodlights, but keep these tree lights for over here. Now I need to buy additional lights for the left side and for the right side. I did not factor that in, so I already bought 12, so 14 lights in total. Govee, if you're watching this video, it's time to sponsor me.
In the corner, neon glow so bright, turning walls into a canvas night. Reds and blues, greens and pinks, dancing in the dark, making shadows shrink. Under the ceiling, strings of light sway, making rooms feel like a colorful bay. Each hue a story, every flash a thrill, transforming spaces, giving life a thrill. Oh, LED lights, you dance on a painting dreams on every wall and height. With your colors, you bring magic near. In every space, you light up the year.
All right, so I'm going to show you the Govee app again. So you see I've already added all the lights. These are all, again, with all the other lights I have. So there's literally about 70 lights in total. The nice thing also is you can control the lights as a group. So you see I have the bathrooms and the bedrooms, and I can change the colors and everything else all together. But I really like to use Home Assistant for most of my work because, again, I can do automations. I can have it set, to automatically go on. So I'm currently using the Govee Life app, add-on in Home Assistant, but I do plan to use the Govee MQTT. See, the lights have already been added. So now I'm going to go into helpers and I'm going to create a group of these lights. And I'm not going to add all the lights here, just, basically a couple of them just to show it out. And I'm going to create a tree group. A tree light group, and I'm going to add the entities, and Home Assistant's being so helpful by showing already all these new lights that I just installed. So here's a couple of them added. And then what I also did was I created a automation by using ChatGPT, and I said, hey, here's the names of these lights, and I want to have an automation where it's going to automatically turn on the lights in the backyard and the front yard every day, a few minutes before sunset, and then turn off every day at midnight. So here I'm going into the automation that I've already created using ChatGPT. And so you see here are the blocks, as when and if. Again, it's very easy to use ChatGPT to build these. We can do a whole another tutorial on that. I'm trying to make this a little basic. But you see here I have the outdoor Govee floodlights that are automatically going to turn on. So now I just need to add the new group that I created called Tree Lights. And now I've added it along with floodlights that I already have. And here you can also change the brightness and the colors and everything else. But I'm going to have it use the settings that when it turned off, it's going to turn on back to the same settings again. So don't need to mess with that. And now I'm going to have the turn off. So I just did turn on, now I'm doing turn off. Again, that's going to turn off at midnight. Here I'm adding the group. And that's about it. That's, basically building automation 15 minutes before sunset and ending at midnight. All right, I think the lights were a success. I'm going to link the lights in the description below this video. It's going to be an Amazon referral. So if you purchase it, I will get something towards my Amazon account. So just be aware of that. You don't have to buy it through my link, but if you do, I'd appreciate it. I'm going to release some more videos soon with more Home Assistant automations. I have a automation for when it sees raccoons and stray cats. that the bed in the left corner vibrates and scares them away. It's worked amazing. So you're going to see some scared raccoons in the video running off. It's going to be great. If you want to see more videos like that, please subscribe and follow me to see them. All right, I think I'm done. Have a great day.